Yes. So, in place of talking the other things, just tell me which type of system I am calling it as non-homogeneous system of equations. When I can call certain system of non-homogeneous system of equations, and how to go for solving non-homogeneous system of equations. I hope yesterday I saw I we were gone for one of the example. I hope so. What we were gone for regarding non-homogeneous system of equations? Somebody unmute and tell me. Somebody unmute me and tell me. Unmute themselves and tell me which type of system we are calling it as non-homogeneous system, and how I can solve non-homogeneous system of equations there.
Ax equals to b, ma'am.
Yes, non-homogeneous system we will write ax is equal to b. Is further what I told, how to go for solving that ax is equal to b non-homogeneous system. What I told, how to go for solving ax is equal to b non-homogeneous system. What I told.
Convert A matrix to echelon form, and that operation will be done in B also.
Yes. Yes, only Ayush can recall, and others I don't know whether you're getting or not. So let me share Word file here. Let us go for Word file. I hope yesterday I took one of the example here where I was. I hope I was gone for first example there yesterday. Whether I completed that example, this example one. Okay, okay. So I hope I have to go for second example here. So regarding this example, yes, regarding this example, I told you to look for this chart. Yes, or this tree diagram. This tree diagram is very much important for non-homogeneous system of equations. What I told, write write that system of equations in the form of ax is equal to b. Yes, whenever I am just writing x is equal to b system there. Further, what I told you that according to the chart, yes, according to the chart, I may have system consistent or inconsistent. For inconsistent, how I'm having inconsistent system, whenever I am having rank of A is not equal to rank of C. Is whenever I am having rank of A is not equal to rank of C, I am just saying system is inconsistent. Yes. So as system is inconsistent, you will going to stop there only just by writing no solution for the given non-homogeneous system. Yes. So and whenever I'm just having system consistent, when I'm getting system consistent, whenever I'm having rank of A is equal to rank of C, then only I can say system is consistent, and I'm having two types of solutions there. Yes, I'll have two types of solution. One of the type is unique solution, and for the second type I am having infinite number of solutions there. Yes. So whenever I'm having rank of A is equal to rank of C, what is mean by C, student? What is mean by C? Yesterday I told. Yes. See,
Augmented matrix.
Augmented
augmented
matrix.
matrix. So for augmented matrix, I will just going to add augmented matrix means just going. We will going to add B. Sorry, B column matrix to A, and whatever I'm getting new matrix A B, it is nothing but C augmented matrix there. Yes. So whenever I'm having rank of A is equal to rank of augmented matrix is equal to number of unknowns, definitely I'll have unique solution. And whenever I'm having rank of A is equal to rank of augmented matrix C is less than number of unknowns, I'll have infinite number of solutions there. Yes. So yesterday's example, we are getting that this system is having rank of A is not equal to rank of augmented matrix there, and I'm just saying system is inconsistent. I wrote no solution for the given system, and we are stopped there only. Yes, so it is fun to have inconsistent system and we are not getting any solution there. Yes, so let me go for next example here. Before that, I have to adjust this things here. So let me adjust one of the things here. Yes. So I am having one of the example here. So observe this example. How many unknowns are here? Just tell me. Is how many unknowns are here? Till that I'll just allow students. How many unknowns?
Three.
Three.
Okay.
Exercise.
Again, I'm sharing my screen so that everybody can guess. How many unknowns? I'm getting two options here from two students. How many unknowns? Observe this system of equations again. Observe this system of equations again.
X, value of x.
Value of x are the unknowns only. See, so I am having okay. So I am having 1 2 3 4 equations and unknowns are x1 x2 x3, three unknowns. So for this system I am having three equations, sorry, four equations and three unknowns. Yes, for this non-homogeneous system of equation, according to the first step, see what I told you according to the tree diagram, I am just writing this system in terms of ax is equal to b form. Yes, I am just writing ax is equal to b form. So a, I am having coefficient matrix, x I am having column matrix, and b also we are having right hand side constant matrix here. Ax is equal to b. I am just getting this system. Yes. So after having ax is equal to b, as I'm going for, see what I told you yesterday, according to the same way, I have to apply row transformation on A for converting A to echelon form. Similar type of row transformation I have to apply on B matrix there. So I will going to check whether I'm having element at one place as 1. Yes, I'm having that. Other elements I want to convert it as 0 in column 1. So I have to use row transformation. I am using row transformations here. Yes, I am using row transformations in such a manner that I am just converting this 3, 2 and 1 to be 0. For that purpose, I am just writing R2 minus 3 R1, R3 minus 2 R1 and R4 minus R1. With the help of R1, I am just making the element in column 1 except at 1 1 the place to be 0. And also that similar type of row transformations I am applying on this B matrix. Yes, so that entries are changes to 3 minus 8 minus 4 minus 4. Yes, so like that way I am applying row transformations here. Yes, and I'm observing 1 0 0 entries are here in column 1. Now what I want element at 1 1 the place to be 1. Is not 1 1 the place. I require element at 2 2 the place to be 1. So that some of you may use R3, some of you may use R4, some of you may divide minus 7 by R2. All of the ways are acceptable. I am using one of the row transformation here. Is I am using R3 minus 3 R4 is what I'm using. R3 minus 3 R4 purposely I'm using, and again what I find, minus 6 and minus 3 entries are here in R3 and R4. I make minus 6 as 0 by using R4. By doing row transformation, R2 minus 2 R4. Yes, and I find I'm having 0 entry here. As I'm going for R3 minus 3 R4 minus 7, R2 minus 2 R4, I'm sorry, I'm just going for R2 minus 2 R4, so it becomes minus 7 plus 6. I'm having minus 1 here. I am just going for R3 minus 3 R4. Nah, it should be 2. Just check the calculations. I am just going for R3 minus 2 R4, so it becomes minus 6 plus 6 as 0. I am having 5 minus 4 as 1. I am having minus 4 plus 8 as 4. Yes, check calculations. Check calculations here, students. I hope now I correct. R3 minus 2, R4 I'm just going for. Till that, I'm just asking. Some of the students want to enter my class. Yes. So I made correction in my row transformation. Actually, I want to go for making element minus 6 to be 0 with the help of R4. So that I am just going for R3 minus 2 R4. Again, I'm just going for R2 minus 2 R4 here. Yes. So like that way, I'm having entries here in A and I'm having entries in B matrix here. Yes. Now what I want, element at 1 1 2 2 the place to be 1, so I'm just multiply minus 1 R2. Yes. So I'm just going for doing minus R2 here, so it becomes 0 1 minus 1 0. Yes, and the remaining entries we are keeping this as it is. Now what I require in column 2, I require element at 2 to the place to be 1. I'm having that. Only the thing is I want to make this minus 3 as 0 with the help of R2. So that's why I'm using R4 minus, not minus, plus 3 R2 here. Observe here. I'm using this row transformation. R4 plus 3 R2, and because of that R4 changes. Yes. So I am having in column 2, I am having entries below 1 are 0 0 here. Yes. Now while doing that, what I find, I am having R3 and R4 are in such a manner that 0 0 1. I am having R4 entry as 0 0 minus 1. So what I'm doing, I am making bottom row as 0. Having bottom row as 0 row here. Now tell me whether I'm having A is in echelon form, student, whether we are getting A in echelon form. Please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So see here in this A matrix, we are having bottom row as 0 and observe diagonal entries. Diagonal entries are 1, 1, 1. Below diagonal entries, we are having 0, 0. All the things are 0, 0 here. Yes. So I am getting this matrix A is in now in echelon form. So everybody can guess what I'm having rank of A. Yes, I am having rank of A is equal to 3. Number of rows are non-zero rows are 3. Yes. So can you guess what you will have rank of C augmented matrix AB? What you are having rank of C?
2.
Yes. Okay, I'm having two answers, 2 and 3. Somebody are saying 2. Some of the students are saying 3. Yes. So I hope I have to write C matrix here. So I'm just writing C matrix. How I'm just writing C? Just add this column B to this A matrix here. You can observe 3040 is a new column I'm adding here. Bottom row I'm having 0. This for this C matrix, new C matrix, it is having 4 rows and 4 column, which is augmented matrix, and the bottom row is 0. Non-zero rows are 3. So what I'm considering, I'm having 3 non-zero rows. So rank of C is, so according to the chart, yes, according to the chart, what I'm just considering, I'm just getting here rank of C is also 3, rank of A is equal to 3. So rank of A is equal to rank of augmented matrix C is equal to 3. So what I can consider, this system is consistent. Yes, so this system is consistent. So as my system is consistent, I will going to check how many number of solutions are there, whether I'm having unique solution or whether I'm having infinite number of solutions. So I have to recall for the chart. Yes. What the chart says? The chart says that system is having unique solution whenever I'm having rank is equal to number of unknowns n. is whenever I'm having rank is equal to number of unknowns, at that time I'm just getting unique solution. When I'm having infinite number of solution, then I am having rank is equal to rank is less than number of unknowns, at that time I'm just getting infinite number of solutions there. Is as per the chart. So I'm just recalling the chart. Yes. Again, somebody wants to enter. As per the chart, is I have to consider. I have to check whether I'm having rank is equal to number of unknowns or rank is less than number of unknowns. So what I'm having for this case here, what I'm having case for this example here, we're coming here. Yes, I am having rank is equal to 3. How many unknowns? I am having total 3 unknowns here. Yes, so here I am having rank of matrix is equal to number of unknowns. I am having rank is also 3, number of unknowns is also 3. So what I can guess, system is consistent and it has unique solution. Why? Because rank is equal to number of unknowns. So I am having the system will have unique solution, but for unique solution I have to search that solution also. So how I'm going to search that? For that purpose, recall this last step. Yes, this last step I am recalling, where I'm just getting A is in echelon form. So what I'm doing here, I just multiply this C column matrix to each of this row of A. Yes, so when I'm multiplying this, not C, B column matrix with each of this row of A here. Yes, so when I'm doing that, what I'm getting, I am having is I will get this as, I'm sorry, I have to multiply this X column matrix with each of this row of A matrix there. Yes, so when I'm just multiplying that, I'll have equations. So first equation, by multiplying first row as 1 into x1 plus 2 into x2 minus x3 is equal to 3. I'll consider first element of right hand side column matrix. When I'm considering second row here, I am having 0 x1 plus x2 minus x3 is equal to 0. I'll have second equation as third equation as, by considering third row, I'm just getting 0 x1 plus 0 x2 plus x3 is equal to 4. I'm not having fourth equation, as fourth row is 0 row. So I'm just writing all the 3 equations here and I'll try to solve it simultaneously. Yes. First equation, x1 plus 2x2 minus x3 is equal to 3. I am having second equation, x2 minus x3 is 0. Third equation, I am having x3 is equal to 4. Remember that from third equation, I am getting value for x3. Resubstitute it in second equation. X2 is equal to x3 and I'm having value for x2 and x3 is 4 here because I'm already having x3. Now I'm having x2 and x3. Resubstitute it in first equation and have value for x1 as x1 is equal to 3 minus, rearrange this equation, minus 2x2 plus x3. Substitute value for x2 and x3 as 4 here. Definitely you will get x1 is minus 1. So for this example, my system is consistent. I'm having unique solution here and I'm getting values for x1, x2, x3. So like that way, I will going to find solution for non-homogeneous system of equations here. I'm just going for one more example here. I'm having this example here. I have to test consistency and I have to solve these 3 equations here. Yes, I am going to test consistency and I require to solve equations here. So I am having 3 equations, 3 unknowns. Unknowns are x, y and z. I am having these 3 equations here. So I will going to check whether this system is consistent. if I'm having the system is inconsistent, I'll just going to say system will have no solution. But if I'm having system is consistent, then I'm going to check whether I'm having rank is equal to number of unknowns or rank is less than number of unknowns. According to the chart, I have to recall. Yes. So my first way is writing this example in terms of Ax is equal to B form, is writing this system in terms of Ax is equal to B form. So A matrix, I'm having coefficient matrix. X, I'm having unknown XYZ column matrix. Right hand side, I'm having constants, which is column matrix of constants 2, 2, 2 entry I'm having here. So after writing Ax is equal to B form, what I want to do, I have to use row transformations. Let us use row transformations here for converting A to echelon form. My first way is I want element at 1 1 the place to be 1, so that I'll interchange R1 and R2 here. Yes, I'm interchanging R1 and R2, and now I'm getting element at 1 1 the place to be 1. Yes, now I have to use row transformations in such a manner that in column 1 I'll have entries as 1 0 0, so that I am using R2 minus twice R1, I'm using R3 minus 4 R1 here. Yes, so now it becomes 1 0 0 in column 1, and I'll not going to forget that right hand side matrix also same row transformations I am using R2 minus twice R1, I'm using R3 minus 4 R1, I'm doing it here. Yes, so I'm having 2 minus 2 minus 6 entry, I'm just getting it here. Yes, now you can observe, now you can observe for R2 and R3. Entries are R2 for minus 5, minus 3. In R3, I am having entries as minus 15, minus 9. It is of thrice of R2. So the way I'm just going for, I'm making bottom row to be 0 by applying R3 minus 3 R2. Is I am making bottom row to be 0 by doing R3 minus thrice R2. Yes, and you can observe that we are getting bottom row as 0. Yes, I'm just getting bottom row as 0 in A matrix. Similarly, way I'm just applying same row transformation on right hand side column matrix. I'm just getting minus 6 plus 6, and I'm having bottom row as 0 in right hand side column matrix also. Yes, now everybody will going to tell me what I'm having. I am having this matrix A is in echelon form. Yes, so what I'm having, rank of A and rank of C matrix.
2.
Yes, you can observe rank of A is equal to 2. I am having rank of C is also 2 here. Yes, C I'm having augmented matrix, and in this augmented matrix we are getting rank is also 2. So rank of A, yes.
-5 with the 1 होना चाहिए ना वहाँ, तभी ना इक्लॉन फॉर्म
Yes, -5 च्या इथे 1 असायला पाहिजे. Okay, okay. If I'll going to make now just listen to me. If I'll going to make R2 as -1 by 5 R2, yes, it will become 1. 2 to the place will become 1, and other entries will going to change. Yes, still whether my rank will going to change, what I'll have rank if I'll going to use -1 by 5 R2, what I'll have rank of A?
2 only.
Yes, it will be 2 only. I'll have I'll have two non-zero rows in A. Simultaneously, I'll have 2 non-zero rows in C also. So rank will doesn't affect. Rank will not affected for that. So if you want, you can add one more row transformation. You can go for multiplying R2 by -1 by 5. Still rank will remain as it is there. Yes. So those who are confused, they can go for having one more row transformation -1 by 5 R2. And further, you can write rank of A is equal to 2. Yes. If I'm just going by this way only, I'll just add this C column in this matrix A, and you can see you are having this C matrix here where I'm having two non-zero rows and bottom row is 0. So rank of C is equal to 2 here. Yes, we are getting rank of C is equal to 2. So what I'm having, I am just getting rank of A and rank of C is equal to 2. Yes, but it is less than number of unknowns. How many unknowns? I'm having 3 unknowns. So rank of A is equal to rank of C is equal to 2, but it is less than number of unknowns. How many unknowns? I'm having 3 unknowns. So I have to recall for the chart. Yes, I have to recall for the chart. Whenever I am having, according to the tree diagram or chart, whenever I am having rank of A is equal to rank of C is less than number of unknowns, I am having infinite number of solutions. So how I can go for writing infinite number of solutions here? If I'll go for writing infinite number of solution, my answer sheet will be less for me. Yes. So how to write infinite number of solutions here? So see here, how I'll just go for recalling last step. Yes, I am just coming up to this echelon form. Just multiply this XYZ unknown column matrix to A matrix row wise. Whenever I'm just multiplying this column with first row, I'm having first equation as x plus 2y plus z is equal to 2. When I multiply this column with second row, I'm having 0x minus 5y minus 3z is equal to minus 2. I'm just writing two equations here. Yes, I'm just writing these two equations here. You are observing these two equations are here only. I just wrote x plus 2y plus z is equal to 2 first equation. Second equation, I'm having all elements are minus 1. I am just multiplying. For my sake of convenience, I am multiplying the second equation by minus 1. And I'm having second equation as 5y plus 3z is equal to 2. Yes. Further, after that, what I'm just writing it here. Yes. Now further after that, I have to write it as, I'm just writing it here as n is equal to 3. N means what? Number of unknowns is 3. I am just getting rank is equal to 2. And what I'm searching number n minus r is equal to 1. See, whenever you're having certain system is having infinite number of solution, at that time, each and every time you will going to search this number n minus r. Yes, for this example, I am having n minus r is equal to 1. 1 means what? 1 is means that many number of unknowns I have to substitute as arbitrary. What is mean by arbitrary number? Yes, see here I am having one variable to be arbitrary. So one variable or one unknown I have to substitute that as arbitrary. So arbitrary means that value can that unknown I will substitute as t and that t belongs to r. So I want to tell you how to go for substituting arbitrary number here. So whenever I am having n minus r is equal to 1, I will going to see that column of unknowns. X, Y, Z are the unknowns. Each and every time you will just going to follow sequence from bottom. Z I am having last unknown. And this last unknown, each and every time whenever you are having n minus r is equal to 1, at that time you will going to start with the last unknown there. Last unknown z, always you will substitute that as arbitrary t. Yes, follow the sequence here. Z is equal to t, you will substitute where you are having t belongs to r. How many? See, r is nothing but real numbers. And all of us know that real numbers are infinite real numbers. So I may take t value as 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 5 by 2, minus 3 by 16, and all fractions, positive, negative fractions I can go for taking. So that's why z is equal to t will have infinite number of values, and that's why it is called as arbitrary number. Yes, that's why infinite number of solution occurs here. By substituting z is equal to t and t belongs to r, you will going to write it here. Yes. So like the way you have to go for, so what I told you that whenever you are having infinite number of solution, always you will going to search n minus r, whatever the number you will get at that time, that many number of unknowns you will substitute that as arbitrary. So here n minus r is equal to 1, so I'm substituting z is equal to t. If I'll have n minus r is equal to 2 there, at that time I have to substitute two variables to be arbitrary. So I have to follow sequence from bottom to top. I will substitute z is equal to t and I will substitute y is equal to some other variable. Let that variable may be p. Yes, so that z and p will be arbitrary. So t and p belongs to r. I will going to consider like that way. Yes. So here for this example, I am having n minus r is equal to 1. I am substituting z is equal to t. So I am having one of the value for unknown z is equal to t here. So other values also I must have to get value for x and y here. So what I'm going to go for, I will go for recalling these two equations here. I'm having these two equations. One of the equation I'm having 5y plus 3z is equal to 2. Substitute z is equal to t here, and from that you can have y. Yes, from second equation you can have y, and y I'm just writing from this equation. I'm just writing value for y as 2 minus 3z upon 5. That only I wrote it here. From this equation, I am just finding y is equal to 2 minus 3z upon 5. Z I am already having t, so substitute t there, and you are having y is 2 minus 3t upon 5. Yes. So as I'm having y, again recall equation number 1. Yes. Now substitute y and z in equation 1. I am having equation 1 as x plus 2y plus z is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 minus z minus 2y. We are having value for y and z in terms of t. Substitute it. Yes, substitute it, and you are getting x again in terms of t. So x you are having 6 plus t upon 5. So like that way, z is equal to t. You are getting y in terms of t, and you are having x also in terms of t. Where you are having t belongs to r, it means that this system will have infinite number of solutions in this manner. Yes. Now any doubts here, students? Any doubts here? Any doubts? If you're having any doubts, just ask me. For non-homogeneous system of equations, right now we are going for two examples. For both the examples, we are getting system is consistent. Yesterday we look for one of the example where the system is inconsistent. For inconsistent, no solution. For consistent, I may have unique solution or I may have infinite number of solution. So we look for two examples here. Any doubt regarding this? I'm just waiting, or else I have to go for next system. Nobody unmutes themselves, so I will go for next. See, yesterday only we were started with non-homogeneous system of equations. At that time only I told you that whenever I have to solve linear equations there, by matrix way I am just solving it. So I am having two types of systems. One of that is non-homogeneous and the other system is homogeneous system of equations. Now I am just concentrating for homogeneous system of linear equations here. Yes. So let us go for homogeneous system of equations. A system of equations, I'm just writing it here. Yes. So what I'm having difference for homogeneous and non-homogeneous system? Can you guess what I'm having difference between homogeneous and non-homogeneous system? Look for this equations and just tell me. Anybody?
B matrix becomes 0.
Yes. So you can see for non-homogeneous type of system, right hand side constants are non-zero. But for homogeneous system, I am having all right hand side constants are zero. So whenever you are having system of equations, I am having m number of equations, n number of unknowns here. Only right hand side constants whenever you are having zero, so it is called as homogeneous system. Yes, this system is homogeneous system. So I have to go for solving examples for homogeneous system of equations here. Yes, so a homogeneous system is equivalent to a matrix form Ax is equal to 0. So I'll go for writing. For non-homogeneous, we are writing it as Ax is equal to B form. For a homogeneous system, I will just go for writing Ax is equal to 0. So 0 is 0 column matrix. Yes. So here I am having A is m by n matrix. X is I am having column matrix of unknown. Yes. So unknowns are 3, not 3. N unknowns are there, and 0 is 0 matrix there. Yes, for 0 matrix I am having total n rows and 1 columns only, not n rows, m rows and 1 column there. I'm just writing this system X is equal to 0 form. Yes, and now I have to go further. How I'm having solution for homogeneous system of equations. Yes. Now, for X is equal to 0, this system, homogeneous system, will always have solution. This system will always have solution. The solution in which each unknown has the value 0 is called null solution or trivial solution. Yes, this system will have two types of solutions. Yes, this system will not have no solution pattern. No solution where I'm getting for non-homogeneous system. For homogeneous system, I may have trivial solution or non-trivial solution. So I'm just looking for the first case, trivial solution or null solution. Thus, a homogeneous system is always consistent. Yes. So whenever I'm having trivial solution at that time, I'm just getting system is consistent. Or whenever I'm having non-trivial solution, a system of homogeneous linear equation has either a trivial solution or infinite number of solutions. Yes, trivial solution means what? All unknowns is equal to 0. Whenever I'm not having all unknowns are 0, I'm having non-trivial solution or infinite number of solution. Means I'm just getting always X is equal to 0. This homogeneous system will always have solution, or always it is consistent, I'm saying. Yes. Whenever I'm having rank of A, X is equal to 0 system, for that, whenever I'm having rank of A is equal to number of unknowns, whenever I'm having R is equal to N, at that time system will have trivial solution. Whenever I'm having rank of A is less than number of unknowns, system will have a non-trivial solution or infinite number of solutions here. Yes, so we're going to look for the chart. Yes. So in this chart, what it is mentioned? Homogeneous system. I'll just go for writing it as X is equal to 0 form. It is written, it is having always a solution. So how I'm having solution? I'm having two types of solution. One of the solution is rank of A is equal to number of unknowns. So I'm having unique solution, or I'm having trivial solution. Trivial solution means all unknowns are 0. Second case, whenever I'm having rank of A is less than number of unknown, so I'll have non-trivial solution or infinite number of solutions here. Yes, I'm having infinite number of solution. So I will going to recall for the chart, and I hope did anybody wants to take screenshot of this? So for them, I'm just showing this. So those who want to take screenshot, how to take screenshot, based on that only we are having example here. One of the example, let us go for quickly one of the examples here. Yes. No, I'll not go for this example right now because it contains one of the unknown. I'll go for this afterwards. In place of that, I'm just going for second example here. Then I'll come for this first afterwards. I have to go for the second example first. I have to solve this homogeneous system. See, so sometimes in question paper they will not going to mention the system is homogeneous or not. Just by looking for the equations, you have to guess B. Malkar Aditya. Yes. Just by looking at the system, you have to guess whether the system is homogeneous or non-homogeneous. So for the system, you have to check whether right hand side constants are 0. Here for this system, I'm having all right hand side constants are 0. So I will going to guess this system is homogeneous system. And everybody can see for the last two equations are having 1, 2, 3, 4 unknowns. So this system is having 5 equations and 4 unknowns. It is homogeneous system. So according to the chart, I'm just writing this system in terms of Ax is equal to 0 form. Yes, I'm just writing the system in terms of Ax is equal to 0. See, A, I am having coefficient matrix. X, I am having matrix of unknown. Yes, and right hand side I'm having all 0 entries here. It's all 0 entries here. So whenever I'm having this system there, see here, it is a very large matrix here. At the time of exam, you will not have this type of large matrix. You may have 4 by 4 matrix, you may have 3 by 4 matrix, you may have 4 by 3, 3 by 3 matrix. Generally, they are trying to avoid 5 by 4 matrix there. Yes, so just for showing this example for homogeneous system, I'm just showing it here. This I'm having 5 by 4 matrix. It is homogeneous system. See, I have to apply row transformation. I will just go for applying row transformation for converting A to echelon form. And observe here, it is so simple here because right hand side are having all 0 entries. So whatever I'm applying row transformation, there will be no any effect on right hand side. Why? Because all entries in B 0 are 0 matrix are 0. So there is no any effect on right hand side. Just apply row transformation for A. Yes. So what I'm doing, I have to go for R2 minus R1. I'm just going for R4 minus twice R1. I have to go for R5 minus R1. I'm sorry, I wrote it. My sequence is changed here. Just consider R2 minus R1. Just consider for R4 minus twice R1, and just consider R4 minus R1, R5 minus R1. So with the help of these row transformation, I'm just getting this matrix here. Yes, and now I just look in C1. I'm having accepted 1 1 place, other entries are 0. There is no any effect on our right hand side because right hand side 0 matrix is there. 2 to the place entry I'm having 1. Yes, other entries I have to make that as 0 by using R2. I'll just go for, yes, I'm using R2. Yes, so what I'm doing, R3 plus twice R2 I'm doing. I'm just going for R4 plus 10 R2. I'm just going for R5 plus 5 R2, so that all these entries in column 2 except a 2 to the place below the 2 to the place will become 0, and there is no any effect on right hand side because right hand side column matrix is having all 0 entries. So now you can look. Yes, now I require element at 2 to the 3 3 to place to be 1. Yes, so I'm using I'm using next row transformation. that 1 by 2 R3, I'm just using it here. So element at 3th place, I'm just getting 1. With the help of R3, now in C3, I require other entries to be 0, 21 and 9. I want to make 0. Yes, so that I'm using row transformations here. R4 minus 21 R3 and R5 minus 9 R3 here. So you can observe below this one in C3 other entries are 0. Yes. Now what I want to do, I want to do element at 4th place. I want to make that as 1. So I just simply multiply this R4 by minus 2 by 85. Though entries are quite large, but I made element at fourth place to be 1, and now just I want to convert this minus 37 by 2 which is in R5 to be 0. With the help of R4, I'll just go for making element at 5 place to be 0 here. For that purpose, I am using R5 plus 37 by 2 R4, and you can observe now I am having bottom row as 0 row here. Yes, I'm having bottom row as 0, and you can observe diagonal entries are 1, 1, 1 and 1. Below that, I'm having all entries are 0. It is in echelon form. It is in echelon form. Now, what I'm having rank of this matrix A.
4.
Yes, yes, you can find rank of this matrix A is equal to 4. How many unknowns?
4.
Yes, rank of this matrix A is equal to 4. Unknowns are also 4. According to the chart, what I'm having chart says, this chart says that whenever I am having rank of A is equal to number of unknowns, I'll have trivial solution. Trivial solution means what? All unknowns is equal to 0. You are getting all values of unknowns, x1, x2, x3, x4, all unknowns you are getting that as 0. That only I am just writing it here. Yes, that only I'm just writing it here. How I'm just writing it is, this system is having trivial solution because I'm getting x1, x2, x3, x4 as 0. So how I'm just going for, you have to just multiply this column matrix of unknown, which these not three, these 4 rows. Yes, so first row just multiply x1, x2, x3, x4. First equation you will have, just multiply second row with column of unknowns, second equation, third and fourth equation. You whenever you will go for, you will get fourth equation as 0x1 plus 0x2 plus 0x3 plus x4 as 0. So from fourth equation you will have x4 as 0. Just go by back substitution. Substitute x4 is equal to 0 in this third equation. You will have x3 is 0. x3 and x4 substitute that in second equation as 0. You will have x2 0, and naturally you will have x1 is equal to 0 by first equation here. Whatever I'm just telling you procedure, it is called as back substitution. So this system is having trivial solution here. Whenever I am having number of unknowns is equal to rank, then I'm just getting trivial solution there. So for homogeneous system, we are just looking one of the example here. I am just stop sharing my screen and I have to take your attendance. Yes, today one of the student called me and he is asking me doubt. He is asking me doubt. So let me go for taking your attendance, and then I'll just go for doubts session here. C division, give me attendance. Division C, roll number 1.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 2. Roll number 3, 4. ओम मानेगी क्या?
3.
ओके, ठीक है. मनश्री, you are 4, I hope. Okay, roll number 5, 6,
Present, ma'am.
7,
Present.
9,
Present, ma'am.
10,
Present, ma'am.
11,
Present, ma'am.
12, 13,
Present, ma'am.
14, 15, 16,
Present, ma'am.
17,
Present, madam.
18,
Present.
19,
Present, ma'am.
20,
Present.
21,
Present.
22,
Present, ma'am.
23,